here's Sammie. In the next 2 hours, Sammie's going to be hypnotized, and we're going to do some fun, funky stuff with her. Is that okay with you, Sammie?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. So if you're new to our channel, we're your typical millennial married couple who practices hypnosis. We've been hypnotizing Sammie for a couple years now, and yeah, when we first started out doing it kind of for therapy and hypnotherapy and relaxation, and then just sort of evolved into a little bit of a side hobby of ours. So, okay, you can drop the pose now, Sammie. Alrighty, so we're in a hotel. Normally we do this in our basement underneath our kids' room, but today we lucked out and we're able to get babysitting, and we're going to practice hypnosis here in the hotel room. So we can actually speak like normal adults. And ta-da. So like nice mountain view over there. We're going to primarily start hypnotizing Sammie on a little chair back over here. So why don't you come on over this chair? We're going to end up doing probably a hands-free orgasm on this bed. Is that okay with you, Sammie?
Oh, hands-free orgasm? I love that.
Okay, well maybe we'll do that a little bit later. Actually, here's the way the stream's gonna work out. We're gonna just start doing a quick maybe 10-15 minute pre-chat in this video. Then we're going to move over to our patron stream and do the induction, do the HFO there. And then once you're dropped into a good state of hypnotic trance, we will come back and we'll do like a little bit of an after chat. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. After chat will be like not a private stream. It'll just be another public stream here. So looks like Lucas Rucco is the only one here. That's okay. I got the timing messed up. That's all right. The whole point of this is just kind of like to help Sammie get in the mood, or helps. I kind of got the timing messed up, so I got this. I said it was 9. Oh, Play Tutor's here. Hey, Play Tutor. Play Tutor loves the costume. So here's our home for the next couple of hours. Actually, we got a really exciting announcement, Play Tutor, on our patron stream. We have a really exciting announcement on our patron stream. So look at this hot tub. This is gonna be awesome. But love the costume. Okay, so what else do we have here? Let me just mount. Oh, get the camera on the tripod here. Don't break the tripod. Need 2 hands to do this. How's the audio sounding, Play Tutor, or anyone else who's here? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Sammie's cute little Barbie outfit like she promised last week.
Last week or
2 weeks ago? Okay.
I did an opening 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Now,
I found the perfect dress for Sammie doll.
we're Sammie doll.
We're Sammie doll today. Sammie doll.
Okay, and to not ruin the surprise, we actually made up these little, we actually used Sammie Bot. That's our Chat GPT custom AI. Oop, I'm knocking the tripod down. Custom AI to make these cool little hypno cards that we're going to play with. So so I took Sammie's brain here. Okay, I went, and then I put it in the computer using AI. And then the computer made these lovely little hypno cards that have, I actually used a few photos of Sammie as well as some of her biometric data that I scraped using a Muse brain scanner to try to get Sammie Bot to make these little hypno cards with little poses that maybe we'll practice with during the Patreon stream. Well, there we go. These are kind of cute. And the cool part about some of these is on the back of them, there's different little hypnotic triggers that I'm going to program into Sammie. You want some water? Sure. Program into Sammie during the induction. So it was actually kind of fun playing with these hypno cards. We had a different set of hypno cards that we made like 3 or 4 years ago. And thanks, Play Tutor, for requesting. Was it you, Play Tutor, or was it somebody else who requested that we use them? Or, well, it's a good idea anyways. So now, some of the hypnotic triggers we're going to be using tonight, okay, the trigger itself is a little bit different, but the suggestion is some that you're familiar with. So Sammie, do you recall the time that we used a hypnotic trigger called limp like a rag doll? Do you remember that one?
I think so.
Okay. What do you remember about that hypnotic suggestion? Pretty self-explanatory. Yes. So when you hear or when you read the trigger limp, instantly your whole body just goes limp. Your eyes stay open, you stay conscious and aware, but your whole body will become limp and loose. You'll find yourself unable to move. You'll find you're just completely unable to move whenever you hear or read the trigger limp. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when we used the hypnotic trigger mind blank?
Yes.
Okay. Now that was a tricky one. What happens when you hear the trigger mind blank? Do you remember?
You're supposed to think of nothing and stare off into space.
Yeah, more or less. During the induction, actually, I'll work that suggestion a little bit. But today, instead of using the trigger mind blank, we're simply going to use the trigger blank, 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 or just blank, one time blank. Okay, BLANK. Obviously, everyone knows what happens when you hear the trigger sleep. Actually, explain in your own words, what happens when you hear the trigger sleep?
My lights shut off and I go to bed.
Your lights go off and you go to bed? Yeah, that's very true. Describe the sensation for you, actually, when you hear the trigger sleep. Sorry, I'm just going to move these lights around here.
It's like, oh, time to go to bed. It's like, time to take a bath. It's like so relaxing and nice to be able to turn the lights off and doze off.
Is it kind of like, Does it feel the same as like a normal when you have a nap, when you hear the trigger sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, I know that you are actually a natural at sleeping. So for those of you who don't know, Sammie and I are actually married, and we kind of have a little bit of an informal rule in our relationship whereby Sammie always gets anywhere between 2 to 6 hours more sleep a day than me. So if that doesn't happen, then I'm in trouble. And Sammie's like a pro at sleeping when she can get to sleep. So sometimes she gets too thought loopy, and then I have to like hypnotize her or like do other weird wonky stuff to get her to sleep. So that's the sleep trigger. And of course, everybody knows very simply the freeze trigger. So Sammie, describe to you what you think the freeze trigger is.
I stay frozen in place and my body doesn't move. Like I'm an ice cube.
An ice cube? Sure. Now, when you're given the freeze trigger most of the time, are you consciously aware of what's happening to you, or is it just sort of like the lights go out and you're frozen, and then when you hear the trigger unfreeze, it's just all of a sudden like waking up and everything's changed? So
Feels like kind of like a snippet of time that like just passed and then it just dropped out.
oh, it usually feels
Back.
so it just feels like a snippet of time has passed by.
Mm-hmm.
So you even if you've been frozen for an extended period of time, does it feel just like snip, like, and then boom?
Like no time has passed.
Oh, so it does feel like, so it's very frame droppy when you get a freeze trigger then.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then we will make use of the freeze trigger. Now, the freeze trigger is a little bit tricky because we've actually played or experimented with like 6 or 7 different freeze triggers. there's freeze triggers where you're consciously aware, freeze triggers where you're not, freeze triggers where you freeze instantly, freeze triggers where you freeze slowly, freeze trigger where your whole body locks up like in catalepsy, all your muscles remain rigid and tense, and freeze triggers where your body can be posed, can be moved by an external force such as myself, but you yourself are incapable of it. So we'll explore that a little bit more when we do the induction then. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Can you make the room warmer?
Warmer? Sure. We've got the aircon blowing here, so.
Too cold.
How's the music for you?
It's great. It's like
Okay.
being in being in like a hotel lobby.
Being in a hotel lobby.
Or like a cafe or
Okay. You get this tripod so close to you. There. Okay, so we discussed 4 triggers: limp, blank, sleep, and freeze. Are there any? Well, actually, since you're wearing your lovely little Barbie outfit here, let's go back here. Cute little Barbie outfit. You forgot your Barbie shoes, but those are cute little sandals. Yeah, let's get a close up of your cute little feet. Whoop.
I don't even know what the Barbie shoes were. But...
I don't know either. I don't think it matters. I think she wears heels, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, yeah. There's like white, pointy heels.
Well,
which I don't have anyways.
you're a chick. You should.
Actually, I used to have white shoes in them. I don't know where they went.
Oh, okay.
Some box somewhere.
Well, you're a chick, so, or a girl. Didn't you play with Barbie dolls when you were a kid?
Yeah, from like one or two. I wasn't like too crazy about them.
Fair enough. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Sammie is actually, she's actually a communist. So,
Who is?
you are. Or at least your inner child is a communist, because you were a refugee from a communist country.
No, because it wasn't communist before it took over.
Okay, well. Anyways, when you were born, no, I think when you were born it was a communist country, wasn't it?
Anyways, isn't that going to get us doxxed on the channel? Like, why do we say those words?
I don't, well, trying to understand your inner child, I guess, but.
Are we doing age regression?
Well, we always do age regression, I think. The whole purpose of this channel is age regression, I think. Or one of them, I guess.
Yeah.
But one of the cool things about doing hypnosis the way we do, and actually we'll talk more about this on the Patreon stream, and actually we'll cut over there in a few minutes. One of the cool things about doing hypnosis the way we do is we get to explore Sammie's past traumas, actually both of our past emotional traumas, and work through them. And at the same time get to do fun stuff like turn Sammie into like a doll or a robot or a zombie or a cat, and like do fun, silly little hypnosis things with her. So, are you okay if we do maybe, Ahmed Sapa is saying here, hypno become robot, hypnotized become robot statue, hypnotized Sammie robot. Did you get all that? Or did you frame drop all that?
Is that a robot?
I think he's asking us to practice turning you into a robot statue or something, but
Oh, okay.
Sammie,
It's like Sammie doll.
Sammie
I
doll?
did a robot 4 streams back, I think.
I think so. Well,
So check it out.
sure.
4 streams back.
Okay, so I think, are you about ready for us to start the induction then?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to cut over to the private Patreon stream. So if you want to watch that, click the link in the description. This is, I think, live stream 12, our hotel stream. We're going to do hypno cards for hypnotic triggers, maybe transform Sammie into a Sammie doll, and I think we'll probably end off doing a hands-free orgasm if Sammie doll's up for it. Yeah. Sammie, you can just like frame drop and forget the whole thing and then just like wake up on the other side. So, sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, after we do the induction, after we do all the cool, fun hypnosis stuff, we'll come back on our post-hypnosis video and we'll play around with some of the hypnotic triggers. But if you want to watch all the good stuff, make sure you click on the link for the Patreon stream, the private stream on Patreon, I should say. So, Hypno Sammie Robot Doll. Hypno Sammie Robot. Okay, that's Ahmed, if you want to join us on the Patreon stream, click the link in the description. We'll see you there. By the way, thank you to everyone on Patreon for supporting our channel. Sometimes we get really busy. You know, we're a married couple with like, you know, 9 kids, and Sammie's trying to make more kids, so it's always pretty busy. So, but we really appreciate your guys' support, and yeah, we'll cut over to the Patreon stream now. Okay. All right, closing off the stream in 3, 2, 1.
See you real soon.